If you've ever sat there and thought, did they even love me? This is for you, because that question can eat you alive. Look, when something ends badly, your brain doesn't just grieve the person, it questions the entire history. You start replaying everything. Were the words real? Were the late nights real? Were the promises real? Or did I imagine the whole thing? And that doubt can hurt even more than the breakup, because now it's not just about loss, it's humiliation. It's, was I stupid? Let me tell you something straight. Most of the time, you did not imagine it. It was real, for the version of them that existed in that moment. That's the part people struggle with. Love can be real and still not be sustainable. Feelings can be genuine and still not be consistent. Someone can mean it when they say I love you and still not have the emotional capacity to show up properly long term. That doesn't make you delusional. It means you are dealing with a human nervous system, not a movie script. Now, here's where your mind goes after it ends. If they pulled away, if they blocked, if they acted cold, if they moved on fast, your brain tries to reduce the pain by rewriting the story. It must have never been real, because somehow that feels easier than it was real and it still ended. But here's the truth. The ending doesn't erase the beginning, and the beginning doesn't guarantee the ending. Both can exist. You can have real chemistry, real bonding, real connection, and still have incompatibility, avoidance, fear, emotional immaturity, timing issues, unresolved trauma. Reality is layered. Now, I'm going to say something blunt. The fact that you're questioning whether it was real often says more about how it ended than how it began. If someone leaves respectfully, clearly, directly, you grieve. If someone leaves abruptly, coldly, inconsistently, you doubt your sanity. That doubt isn't proof it was fake. It's proof the ending was destabilizing. Your brain hates unresolved stories, so it starts interrogating the whole relationship. Maybe I misread everything. Look, if you misread everything, there wouldn't have been bonding. Bonding is biological. You don't hallucinate oxytocin. You don't fabricate months or years of shared experience. You experience something. The real question isn't, was it real? The real question is, was it stable? And those are not the same thing. Something can be intense and real and completely unstable. That's where people get confused. Intensity feels like depth, but intensity is often volatility. When someone is inconsistent, hot, cold, distant, your nervous system lights up. That doesn't mean you imagined love. It means the cycle was powerful. And powerful doesn't always mean healthy. Now, here's another layer. Sometimes people ask, did they love me or did they just love how I made them feel? That's a fair question, because some people fall in love with regulation, with comfort, with attention, with validation. And when the dynamic shifts, they shift. That doesn't mean you weren't loved in some form. It means their attachment was conditional or limited. And here's something I want you to sit with. If they loved you in the only way they knew how, that doesn't mean it was enough for your life. Real love is not just a feeling, it's behavior, consistency, accountability, presence, effort. If those weren't there long term, then yes, something was missing. But missing pieces don't erase genuine moments. They just explain the collapse. And if this is resonating, like the video, subscribe, share it with someone who's stuck questioning their entire reality. It helps this message reach people who need clarity. Now, let's deal with the hardest part. The part where you think, if it was real, why could they walk away? Because love alone doesn't override fear. It doesn't override avoidance. It doesn't override ego. It doesn't override unresolved trauma. People can love and still retreat. People can care and still choose themselves. That doesn't make you imaginary. It makes the relationship limited. And here's where you regain your power. Instead of asking, was it real? Ask, was it aligned with what I need long term? That's a better question, because chasing validation about the past keeps you anchored there. Clarity about alignment moves you forward. You don't need to erase the relationship to heal. You need to accept its limits. Maybe it was real, maybe it was partial, maybe it was intense but immature. Whatever it was, it ended for a reason. And that reason doesn't require you to rewrite your memory to survive it. If you're stuck in that spiral, replaying conversations, questioning your judgment, wondering if you imagined everything, that's something you don't have to unpack alone. You can book a one-on-one session through the link in my bio, or reach out on pop call, chat, voice, video, whatever feels right. Sometimes the most stabilizing thing isn't getting the answer to was it real? It's realizing you don't need that answer to move forward. Because your future isn't built on decoding the past. It's built on choosing better alignment next time. And that's something you can absolutely do.